Midoriya, Aiki, good morning. Are you heading to your work study? Cool, so am I. We finally got a call in today. It feels like it's been forever. Although, I wonder why they said not to wear our costumes? Oh, good morning guys, you going in today? Yeah, so are we. That's kinda weird. This seems too coincidental. We all went to the same train and direction. Hey yo! The big three are here too? Gran Torino, and Mr. Aizawa? From big shot heroes to minor local ones. Sarah and Akihiko are here too? Oh Aiki, hey. Aiki, it's been a while hasn't it? Akihiko, Sarah? What are you two doing here? Haven't you been told about this case? Perhaps let Nighteye explain it. That's why we're here after all. We invited you all here for a joint conference to go over the intel we acquired regarding the Shie Hassaikai and what we believe they might be planning. Hold on, it feels like I'm missing something important. Some bad guys are planning to do some bad things. We called a meeting to talk it all out. Alright, let's start at the beginning. For a couple of weeks now, Sir Nighteye Agency has conducted an investigation on Shie Hassaikai. What prompted this? An accident involving a group of thieves called the Rigawise Dogs. Yay, I heard about that. The police thought the whole thing was an accident, but there were a number of details that didn't add up, so began tailing them. I began following leads to see what I could uncover. I found out in the past year, Shie Hassaikai had contacted people outside their group, including other groups whose business dealings are less than reputable. Their aim seems to be expanding their organization and enriching themselves. Shortly after our investigation, they made contact with a league member, Jin Bubaigawara. They were wary of being tailed, so I was unable to follow them. But with the help of the police, I confirmed an altercation had occurred. That was when they reached out to Tsukachi and me, since the league was involved. Where is Tsukachi? Following up with some witnesses, you know cop stuff. Sorry kid, I didn't see something like this coming. I got a bad feeling things are about to get ugly. I don't care if they do, I want to help. Hold up, you know him? Oh Gran Torino? I did my internship with him. That's the man who was with All Might at Kamino. Midoriya knows some big guns. Go on, Bubble Girl. After all that went down, we posted a notice on the HN. I think we can skip that part. Sorry. What's the HN? Stands for Hero Network. It's an online service that can only be accessed by pros. You can see what all the heroes in the country are up to, and you could ask from people whose quirks might come in handy. Can anybody tell why a bunch of high schoolers were invited to this conference? I don't care if they're from UA. If we keep stopping to explain, we'll never get into the actual plan. Don't say that. These two have important information to pass along. We do? I want to go home. Anyways, I see a lot of new faces, so let me introduce myself. Nice to meet you. I'm Fat Gum. He's so cute and squishy. Who wants candy? Hassaikai's movements are tricky, but we suspect their source of income is illegal drug sales. So I asked for help from heroes who have expertise in that area. Tamaki was shot and the bullet contained some kind of drug I never heard of before. One that destroys quirks. Destroys quirks? Tamaki, you're okay right? Yeah, the stuff wore off when I slept. Here look, I have this cow hoof and everything. Guess we know what you had for breakfast. That girl's quirk and intentional cuts on her arms and legs. I'm glad the effects aren't permanent. So this drug doesn't zap a quirk for good. No, but Eraserhead has further insight. It doesn't seem to function exactly like how my erasure does. I can shield those genes and temporarily block their expression, but I don't damage it. But when we brought Tamaki to the hospital, we found out his quirk genes actually sustain damage. Fortunately, they seem to have healed on their own. What do we know about the substance he was shot with? Whatever it was, it didn't seem to harm the rest of his body. The guy who shot him clammed up. He won't say a word. However, the bullet bounced from Red Riot's body, so it provided a viable sample. Whoa, I did that? Really? That's crazy. I have no idea what's going on. Wow, awesome job. Kirishima? That's so cool. Yeah, his quirk is hardening, right? And when we analyzed the substance in the bullet, we discovered something that made me sick to my stomach. It contained human blood and cells. Human blood. That sounds like a scary movie. I didn't want to think it was true, but that means that effect came from a person's quirk. A quirk that can destroy quirks. I'm not seeing the connections here. How is it all related to Hassaikai? The man who shot Tamaki used his quirk boost drug during his fight with Kirishima. The distribution channels for that are quite complex, although it has shrunk since the old days. Drugs go through many people or organizations until they reach the end user. There's no concrete proof that they distributed the drug, but we know that they made contact with one of the people who distributed it. That's all? The other day, Ryukyu's team broke up a fight between two villain groups. One of those groups was controlled by the intermediate organization Fat Gum just mentioned. One of the two giants has been given an inferior drug that didn't last long. There has also been a rise in gang-related crimes recently, and most can be connected to the Hassaikai if you try hard enough. Don't you have anything concrete to implicate them more clearly? Their young head, Kayaki, also known as Overhaul. With his power he can disassemble and reassemble things. A quirk that allows him to completely break down matter, and a bullet capable of breaking down quirks. Chisaki has a daughter named Eri. There's no records about her birth. But when Mirio, Midoriya and Aiki encountered her, they noticed bandages wrapped around her arms and legs. Furthermore, Aiki healed the child and realized her injuries were precise and cut with a scalpel. Could he really do something so horrific? Unfortunately, yes, in a world of superhumans. If you can dream it, you can do it. Hold on, what are they talking about? Once again, why do we have children in this meeting? Kirishima, we're wondering if Overhaul is using Eri's blood as bullets and selling it on the black market. No. Oh, don't tell me. To be clear, we aren't certain if he's selling the bullets. At this point, their ethics seems to be questionable. It's possible they're in the testing phase and selling it to rally more people to their cause. We do know he's gathering allies and funds from across the nation. If the completed drug allows him to erase someone's quirk entirely, imagine the devastation he could cause. Just thinking about it is enough to make my blood boil. Would have saved us the trouble if these three amateurs gotten the girl away from him. I take full responsibility. The blame should not fall on them. Midoriya was willing to bear the risk in taking her in. Mirio chose to wait for another opportunity when success would be more likely, while I could try to gather as much information about the enemy. World's greatest hero, not even close? Save 1 million people? I couldn't even save her? Finally be able to help? I couldn't do anything to help her? I assure you, no one is more frustrated than they are. We'll get Eri away from him next time. And we'll protect her? Indeed, that's exactly why we come here to discuss. You kids want to talk big, that's fine. But if she really is the center of Hassaikai's drug operation, and if we go busting into his quarters and she's not there, they'll know we're on to them. We have to be sure where they're hiding her. He has a point. Do you have a plan for that, Nighteye? Since we don't currently know how far they've taken their plans, the success of our initial strike is crucial. To that end, we made a thorough list of groups connected to Hassaikai, as well as properties owned by the organization. I would like you to investigate each coordinate in this map. So that's why you asked minor heroes like us to join. What do you mean? Go on. Look, the heroes in this room all operate in one of those locations. We know the areas better than most. Didn't expect someone who worked for All Might be such a careful planner. Let's just go bring them down. While we're here planning, that abused girl is out there crying. We can't do this like how All Might would do it. We have to be careful so that our odds of saving her are guaranteed. But we have to save her now? I could help them? Revealing your quirk will cause an even worse problem. We shouldn't rush. If we show our hand and not even be able to rescue her, then we'll just be throwing gas to the fire. Like how Stain's arrest was a beacon to criminals to join the League. If we just hear and yap about it, then we won't get anything done. Excuse me, I got a question. Nods. Correct if I'm wrong, but your quirk lets you see the future. So why not use it on us? That's logical, right? I'm sorry, but I cannot. My quirk needs 24 hours before I could use it again. That means I can only get one person and then I'm spent for the rest of the day. For 1 hour I get to see someone's future from their perspective, which means that it severely limits me from perceiving context. That should still be enough information to be useful, don't you think? and it doesn't explain why. You can't do it. What if I saw imminent death in your future? Or worse, a cruel merciless demise? This is because of what happened to All Might. He doesn't want to see a similar future like All Might. My quirk should be employed only after we have a high likelihood of success. It shouldn't be relied upon when there's so many uncertainties. Whoa, death is still information. If we know what's coming, we can figure out how we can survive. You don't understand. It's possible what I see is unavoidable. Bro, that's the only excuse you have for real? Oh hell no? Use it on me now. I'll show you I can beat death. I can't? Yeah, alright. The room fell silent until Ryukyu broke the silence. We should get started. There's a chance a child is in trouble. That's what's important here. We must confirm the girl's location and take her in as quickly as possible. I'm counting on your help, all of you. If only I rescued her first, even if I had to use force. At least she would have been safe. Yeah, and I even helped that bastard by healing her. Now they can use more of her blood without worry. Aw man, so that's what happened on that day? So frustrating. We know you tried, Deku, Aiki. I've never seen Mirio so down before. Poor Eri. Is this a funeral or something? Mr. Aizawa, hello sir. Call me Eraserhead outside of school. Before you get involved in this, I would recommend that your work study be suspended. What? Why would you do that? You were listening when he said the League of Villains could be involved. That changes things. Here's the deal, Midoriya, you haven't proven I could trust you again. And Aiki, you are the League's target. Unfortunately, I'm positive if I try to stop you, you'll do something reckless and take things into your own hands. So I'll watch you. If you're going to do this, do it the right way. Use your head, you hear me? Problem children? Nods. Okay. Mirio, would you please try to smile? Hey, I know what will help. Remember, regretting and getting frowny doesn't change things. Sniffs. Yeah. I'll say this once, just because you didn't save her, doesn't mean you didn't give her hope. So keep looking forward. Right? Thank you, Sensei. Oh my, Mr. Aizawa? I said I'm Eraser here. I'm your man for the rest of my life, Eraser. Size. Not interested. Sorry? Take it down a notch, Kirishima. Mirio? Yeah, I know. Hey Midoriya, YN, next time we'll definitely save her. Right? No matter what? Don't get too worked up about this. The big three are strong enough to fight along pros, but the rest of you will be minimally involved. Ajui, Eureka, Kirishima, you didn't volunteer to be a part of this and aren't obligated to. It's your call. Mr. Eraserhead, after everything we heard, I can't imagine helping out, sir. Yeah, if you're going to let us be a part of this, I'll like to pitch in. However I can. The heroes asked you to be in that meeting. I don't think they would want you to be there if they didn't recognize your abilities. I mean, I saw firsthand that a first year can shine brighter than me. You're going to have to let that go someday, you know. If I can use my power to help that little girl even for a little bit, then count me in, Eraserhead. Our scope here is limited. For now, our goal is to rescue Eri. Given the current altercation, we don't believe the Shie Hassaikai nor the League have formed an alliance yet. So the chances are low that the League will be involved in this raid. But if it turns out they were mistaken about that, then you guys are out. Understood, sir? Even if they are involved, I won't let myself be taken again. It's been a few days since the meeting. The heroes in the conference are pinpointing Hassaikai's base. We were on standby and were under orders to not say anything about our work study to anybody. You managed to finish your rock climbing first while Midoriya came second. Eureka, Kirishima, and Tsu reached the top after a few moments. The rest were behind them. You can really tell who started their work studies. They picked up some tricks while they were away from here. Hey, what have you been learning? Tell me. Sorry, we can't. Kirishima, Eureka, Ajui, Aiki. Everyone there will be taking part in the operation in saving Eri. By the way, Aiki, how has working with Nighteye been? Oh, it's been good. We go on patrols and fight villains. Nothing too different from our internships, but we do fight and help. I heard, sir. Nighteye is strict. Is that true? He can be, but he does it in good faith to help us grow. I see. I expect nothing less from a hero who used to work with All Might. Also, did anything happen? What do you mean? Midoriya seems depressed lately since he started his work study. Did something happen that made him that way? I can't tell them about the operation. I noticed too, you also seem quieter than usual, Aiki. It's nothing, it's just balancing work studies and school can be taxing. Well, if you need help then don't hesitate to ask us. Right, we can help catch you up with anything you missed. Thanks guys. Everyone was pumped up in saving Eri, but something still weighed on me. Eri's situation, the threat to All Might, it was almost too much for me. Midoriya seems more quiet than usual, I know. Everything is weighing on him, but how should I help him? You're not going to eat? Of course I am. Here see, are you alright? You've been acting edgy and depressed since you started your work study. Oh, have I really? That funny coming from you, Todoroki. If you ever want to talk or anything just let me know. We're friends, right? That's what you said to me during our internships and I was acting like a fool. Midoriya started crying. Oh dear, Midoriya? Sorry, it's nothing. I can't tell you what's going on. Not yet, but thank you. ETA Midoriya finished eating his katsudon. Regret, sorrow, fear, the ones in that conference are feeling that way. Heroes aren't supposed to cry. I don't know, I figure that heroes cry when they need to, don't they? Here, do you want half of my soba? And I have some extra beef stew. Thanks, you guys. Green onions? Yeah sure. Wasabi? Heh, yeah. If only I could do more to help. You know why you can't reveal your quirk. You received a message and went downstairs to meet the others there too. Alright, you two, we got it. It's happening. They found her and now it's time. Huh? They're keeping this Eri girl in their stronghold? And by stronghold, you mean the headquarters at the Hassaikai. So, you're telling me all that investigating was for nothing then? Not at all, we gained new information as well. How did you confirm she was there? Nighteye takes out a magical girl's toy box. A member of the Hassaikai went to a nearby department store the other day. He purchased a toy favored by young girls. What? That's pretty sparkly. Listen, maybe the guy just likes cutesy stuff. Different stuff for different folks. Nighteye. You want to tell us what you're doing with one though? Yes, I was there when he made the purchase and overheard his conversation with the store clerk. When I got close I used my foresight to pinpoint Eri's location. You ended up using foresight anyway? If you recall I said I'll use it when our path is more clear. Whatever, this means we have the data we needed, right? Yes, and we know for sure when they'll be there thanks to our stakeouts. MHM, we also worked for the police and got a warrant to search the place. Next up, is to barge in there? Man, that's my line. Hey Deku, Aiki. Come on Midoriya, Aiki. We're all over this. Let's rescue this girl and take down those bad guys. Yeah, good, he seems to be back to normal. Oh yeah, Mirio, you're back to normal. Yay, your happy self suits you more. Now then, let us begin. Things are moving fast, huh? You're energetic considering it's morning. I'm getting nervous. No joke, first detective work and now we're cooperating with the police? There's so much I don't know, right? So official? That's true, schools don't always prepare for investigations like this. It takes some time to adjust. She's right. All the pros seem pretty chill, huh? So brave? Hey, I haven't seen Gran Torino this morning. You know where he is? Apparently, he won't be joining us today. Sir? From what I know the League is on the move and Mr. Tsukachi took him for that. But don't worry, you have all of us here, so it'll be fine. I see. Maybe we could take the Hassaikai and the League at the same time. If that's the case then I'll be the first to fight them. I still owe them one for kidnapping me. Don't get ahead of yourself, Satale. Mr. Eraser, sir. I'm teaming with Nighteye for this, do you understand me? Yes sir? The real problem is that these Yakuza bastards are good at hiding the shadows. They see all these heroes and the police, they might just disappear. A giant man punches the door and sends some police officers flying. Fat Gum, Aizawa, Midoriya, and you managed to save them. What do you want? It's too early for visitors. Aw man, you're kidding me? How did they know we were here? No time for questions, let's go. That's good, I'm waking up a little. Brace yourselves. Why are you people here? He punched but Ryukyu transformed into her dragon form. And stopped him. Listen to me, we shouldn't split our forces yet. The Ryukyu agency will take care of this villain. The rest of you, go. Let's support Ryukyu, right? You heard her? Come on. 3 thugs got in the way but were quickly taken down. We got this, don't we? Yes? We will save her? Haven't seen any sign of suspicious activity here yet. Same bro, but hey, we're in it now, right? We got no choice but to see it through. Is it possible someone leaked our plans to raid? There must be a reason they went pouring out like that. If there was a leak, they would work more cohesive. Being part of the underworld makes their loyalty more sacred for them. We haven't caught sight of the top brass yet. They're probably underground hiding or getting ready to flee. How is that loyalty? Forcing their henchmen to fight for them while they run away. It isn't manly at all. You all continue to run until you reach a flower vase on display. There's a device here that opens the hatch. You press down the floorboards in a specific order and then the wall starts to open, revealing a secret passageway. It's like a ninja hideout, so cool. Guards up, we don't know what we might face there. 3 Yakuza members burst out and try to attack. Bubble Girl, you handle the third. Bubble Girl takes down the last member. We'll make sure these guys don't follow, you go on ahead. You heard her. We'll catch up when we can. We're almost there, hurry? It's a dead end. So much for your foresight. Wait, I'll go take a look. Lemillion, if you go through you'll be naked. It's okay, Mirio's costume was designed to be permeable when he uses his quirk. The hallway continues but it's been blocked. I knew this guy can tear crap apart and put it back together, but damn. It was just a cheap trick. If he did this then it means we're on the right track. Yeah, you're right, but he's an idiot if he thinks a dumb wall will stop us. One for all, full cowling. Kirishima and Midoriya tear down the wall. Hey, that didn't suck. I'll say, they beat me to the punch. Was that meant to be a pun? We need to keep moving. The walls start to move and twist. This must be Mimic's quirk. Overhaul can't do something like this. He can enter objects and control it like it was his own body. He must have used it to make this into a maze. It shouldn't be possible. He can't control something larger than a damn refrigerator. Remember who we're dealing with here? He must be using a performance enhancer. Eraserhead, can't you do anything about this? I can't do anything without seeing his full body. With the passage changing like this, they could make as many escape routes. They can warp the place, but as long as we know the direction, we can still reach it. Lemillion, come back? Speed is what matters, that's why they're stalling. I'm going on ahead. I'm going to back him up. Setail, wait. You flew with Mirio and destroyed the walls that got in the way. Destroying the walls, it doesn't matter. They won't be able to beat the boss. Aiki, why are you following me? I want to save Eri too. I'll provide support. Alright. When we get there, you get Eri out of here. I'll deal with the big bad boss. You're kidding. Don't worry, they won't be able to touch me. Besides, our priority is saving Eri. Got it? Alright. Nods. After a while, the area became stable. I guess even with a boost he's still limited to how much he can affect. That's good for us. He won't be able to interfere. You two see 2 silhouettes. Excuse me gentlemen, but we need to talk. Why don't we have a chat about Eri? You shouldn't have been able to get here so fast. That doesn't matter, give us the girl. We're here to rescue her. Now that you know the situation, you decided to play hero. Unfortunately for you, this girl didn't want to go with you. You're no hero to her. That's why we're here. I'm not getting through to you. Allow me to be clear, you're going to die down here. You both were about to attack when your bodies started to feel sluggish. What's happening to my body? My balance is off, I can barely stand up straight. You feeling blushed? Your legs look shaky and you're swaying. I feel the same, that's why I'm walking up here. It's this guy Quirk then. Someone shoots at Mirio but you stop the bullets. What is your quirk? Permeation. When activated I can pass through anything. Why did I tell him that? It must be his quirk to allow others to tell the truth. And you threw him with an immense amount of force. I can heal myself and Mirio to nullify his quirk. You healed Mirio to prevent him from getting affected. My balance. I healed you to prevent that guy's quirk. What is your quirk? Informant-type quirks won't work on me. Why didn't it work? Nemoto and Hassaikai threw knives and bullets at you and Mirio. You easily stopped it, then threw Nemoto to a nearby wall while Mirio phased through the wall and attacked Hassaikai. No way, how are they still upright? You're no hero, you know the truth. Oh, shut up. It's time for you two to go to sleep. I won't back down until I give her a reason to smile. You knocked both of them out while Mirio went towards Overhaul. Chisaki? Mirio attacked Chisaki but he dodged. However, he managed to kick the other one who held Eri. Mirio caught her. Please don't. Go back, leave me, otherwise he'll kill you. I'm never going to let you down, Eri, I swear it. Eri, we're here to save you, you don't need to worry. Filthy. Come back, Eri, how many times do I have to tell you? It's your fault, you break people, that's why you were born. Go, hurry. Don't listen to him. You know how this goes, I always got to get dirty because of your selfishness. Every action you take results in people dying, you're a cursed human. Oh you. How could you ever say that to your own daughter? Oh right, that's the story I told you. I don't have any children. Overhaul destroyed the floor and created spikes, but you destroyed it before it could hit you. He's not just reassembling but creating new spikes. And he's so fast. That could have hurt her but he didn't care. Yeah, it wouldn't matter if she got hurt. I can just reassemble and bring her back. Eri already knows what I can do. He's a real monster. Overhaul sent more attacks but you destroyed it. Satail, take Eri, I handle him. But what about you? Between us, you're the only one who can heal Eri in case she gets hurt. And you can destroy the walls to get out of here. Alright, just stay safe. Overhaul then clears the path. Careful, aim around the arm holding Eri. I didn't suspect he would be able to use his quirk to be proficient. It's obvious he's been well trained. I thought I knocked that guy out. Satail, you go now, I'll handle them. Alright. Mirio covers you with his cape, which gives you enough time to destroy the wall. He hid their body to obscure my aim. And here I thought heroes wore capes to make them look cool. Porno? Mirio manages to disarm him but Overhaul tries to stop you. I can't let that kid leave with Eri. Don't think I'll let you take her again. Mirio stops him with a punch but Overhaul still creates more walls to stop you. Damn it, he's more desperate to stop me than stop Mirio. Master? I thought Ike took him down. Nemoto, shoot, throws a case at him. The longer I stay here the more dangerous it'll become. You continue to destroy the walls until you get to the last one. You hear a gunshot but before you could react Mirio was in front of you. Mirio-senpai, you're diseased. Your quirks allow you to dream that you'll be something bigger. But the way of thinking is an illness of the mind. I'm offering the world a cure. Ironic, isn't it? Shut up, you bastard. You restrained him with a large amount of force. Fool. Can't you see you're saving a girl who took away your friend's quirk? Hurry, take Eri out of here. Lemillion, are you alright? Mirio attacked Overhaul while he was restrained. I'm not powerless, I'm still Lemillion. I can't leave him here but I can't keep Eri here. I don't want to choose one over the other. I can save both of them. You helped Mirio by restraining Overhaul from attacking. Bastards. Filthy. All of you are filthy. Overhaul used his leg to create an attack towards you. Using his own leg, Mirio blocked his attack with his own body. Lemillion? You stopped restraining Overhaul to heal Mirio. Overhaul used it as an opportunity to attack you too but Midoriya bursted in.